Hi, I'm Avashinchan Roy. Hi there. I recently thought about creating this channel, and there's a lot going in this world about AI, and every second, five new AI tools are being created, and we know that this is our future, and we need to make the right step to, win in this era and win in this new form of technology, and it's gonna be transformative. It's gonna be, you know highly transformative. So the main objective of creating this channel was, helping my fellow friends, and especially those of ICSE, uh, you know those who took AI very seriously and took the risk of taking AI in place of computer in ninth grade. And I'm going to be teaching from ninth to 10th, and I'll cover all of your given syllabus. So stay with me, and let's thrive in this new era. This is the book. This is one book of Candide, and I think so. This book is preferable by all schools. So, what is there in this book? The first chapter is Introduction to Robotics. Second is Robot as a System, Concept in Robotics. 4 is Introduction to Artificial Intelligence, most important chapter. And fifth, second most important chapter is Role of Data and Information, Evolution of Computing, AI Concepts and AI Project Framework, a very broad and interesting chapter. Introduction to Data and Programming with Python is also a very crucial and paramount chapter. So this is the full syllabus covered in this book, and this book follows the NAP 2020. So let's start today with Introduction to Robotics. Now there is five main parts of AI. So what is artificial intelligence? Let's not dive into artificial intelligence first. Let's dive into robotics first. Now, what is about robotics? What is robotics? What is a robot? What is a robot? A robot does a particular task, particular task given to it, and uh, what is the difference between a machine and a robot? The main key point of difference here is a machine requires human intervention, and a robot may or may not require a human intervention. And a robot can be operated in hazardous conditions, and a machine cannot be. So, and third most crucial important point of difference here is machine is set to perform a single task, and a robot can perform multiple tasks at one time. So these are the three most important key differences we need to know about machine and a robot. So robot has three most important parts. A controller. A controller. A controller is the first most important part, and it is called the brain of the robot. Without this thing, a robot cannot perform any task. So a robot controller does one thing. So let's talk about the next parts. Controller, then we have the sensor, and then we have the next we have the sensor, then actuators, and then we have the end effectors, and then we have the power supply. Controller is the brain of the robot. Sensor, what does the sensor do? It senses the virtual parameters and all of the type of external components, and it sends information to the controller, and then the controller sends the processed information to the actuators. The actuators are the type of motors and the parts which drive the end effectors. End effectors are the hands and the limbs and the joints or the links, the external parts that move and do the task. And now we need the most important part. This is the power supply. This controller and the power supply, these are the most two important parts. Without the power supply, the robot cannot work, and without the controller, it cannot process the data given by the sensors about the external environment. So this is the basic concept about a robot. Now we have the examples of a robot and some AI intelligence. Now the most interesting and the most simple example of robot is Roomba. Now what a Roomba does? Roomba is a cleaning robot. It cleans and mops your house or your building, and it uses a simple technology, and you have to just I'll give a basic information about that. You have to clean the filter and use it. Now next is the lawn trimming bots. Now this is used to trim the lawns. Lawn trimming bots. It is used to trim the lawn, to trim the grass in the lawn. And then we have hospitality bots, autonomous drones, medical assistant bots that supply medicines and pharmaceutical parts or medicines to nurses and assist the doctors in surgeries. Now let me elaborate about just autonomous drones. Autonomous drones are very helpful in disastrous environment, and it is very useful in food supply or in hazardous environment. So we have now there's an interesting fact about robots. Now robots are based on this 5 important characteristics. That is intelligence, sense perception, that is done by the senses, dexterity, about the texture, power, the advantages of robots. Now the advantages of robots are very important. Robots have the potential to enhance productivity, efficiency, product quality, consistency in various situations, as I said. Unlike humans, robots do not experience boredom, means that robots can continually work without any wear out. So these are the most two important advantages of robots. And now disadvantages. Everything has a pro and con. So extensive use of robots can lead to economic challenges. As we are talking about robots, the initial cost or the maintenance cost of a robot can be too much for an individual or a group of members. So extensive use of robots can lead to economic challenges where they might even be capable of replacing human jobs, but the initial cost of a robot can lead to the replacement of humans. That is happening around the world now, and many people are afraid of losing their job. So robot operation is based on instructions and cannot improvise, making it extremely necessary to stick to safety procedures to safeguard and other rewards. Now robot is based on instructions and operations. If you make it more uh, aligned to human safety and safeguard its own existence, it will not be able to do its original work. Whereas a cobot or a collaborative robot can do that. Now we will get into that about cobot, but cobot is not a part of this chapter. Now, moreover, robots can excel in areas. Well, they are typically dexterous. Dexterous means ability to move. Now, dexterity that I later, earlier explained is the ability to move. Then humans and lack the cognitive capability, ability to the capacity to reason and plan. Now we know that uh, AI intelligence systems, or you may know that there is a thing called neural networks, but it is not actually based or capable fully like human neurons and the brain capacity. So let's move on. So we will carry on with the evolution of robots. The next video, make sure to subscribe and make sure to hit the like button, and please support us to make this content available for you, and everything that we are teaching, get the knowledge from me. And every Sunday at 8 p.m. I will post a video about more extensive and interesting chapters. Make sure to subscribe and make sure to follow me to thrive in your AI journey. Thank you.